everybody, so today's video is going to be a tutorial on this look that I'm wearing. It's a daytime appropriate fall look. I used some browns, some mustard yellow, a little bit of cranberry under the eye. So I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial and learn something new. A little bit about myself before we go on. If you guys are new to my channel, I post 3 times a week. I do Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So if you guys want to continue seeing my videos, please consider subscribing. And if you guys like these type of videos, give me a thumbs up so that I know what you guys like. If there's anything you guys want me to do, please comment below. If you guys have any questions, again, comment below. I think that's it. So let's get started with the tutorial. Alright, I'm going to start off by priming my eyelids, and I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape, and this color is in tan. Put it all over my eyelids. Spreading it around with my fingertips. I'm going to set that with the, what is this? The NYX No Filter powder. And that way when I put my eyeshadow, everything blends out easily without sticking to any wet part of the concealer. So for this eye look, I'm going to use the new Jaclyn Hill palette. I know there is a lot of reviews out there, so this is not really a review on it. I'm just going to use it for my eye look. But I must say that I do like the palette. I had the first palette that she ever made with Morphe. That one was a good one, but I feel like this one has a lot more color variation and you can do a lot of looks with this. It has a lot of transition colors, mattes, shimmers, and these colors over here that if you want just like a touch of color, I think it's an awesome palette. Only thing I didn't like is that, and it might just be my palette, the black was kind of a dud. I had to scratch off the top layer just to get it going because it wasn't swatching at all. But other than that, I think it's a good palette. So this is what I'm going to be using for today's look. So I'm going to use this shade right here. This is the second row, third from the left, this one right here. And I'm going to take a Morphe M505 brush, and this is just going to be kind of like a transition shade all over the lid. Using that same brush, I'm going to take the slightly darker shade, and this is like a kind of like a mustardy brown. So I'm going to take this one right here, and I'm going to concentrate this one slightly lower than where we started with the first shade. Kind of pack it right there, the outer V, and slightly inside. On the other eye, a little lower than where we started with the first shade. Concentrating it on the outer V. And then you can go in a little bit deeper, but not too much. I'm going to use this NYX brush. I don't know if it's still available, but if it is, it's the B15 Smoky brush. And I'm going to dip my brush into this shade right here, third row. And that's the middle shade. It's kind of like a burnt brown. A little bit tighter in the outer V, not really going in too much. Same thing on the other eye. Next, I'm taking a flat shader brush. My favorite one for some reason is the Urban Decay Naked 3, the one that we got in the palette. I like this brush because the bristles are synthetic and the size of the brush is just perfect just to get in your eyelid. So I'm going to be taking the gold eyeshadow over here, and I'm going to pack the lid with this shadow. You see how good it packs that color. This brush is just really good. So I'm going to pack the shadow, and I'm going to stop right where my eye crease is, right here. Next, I'm going to use the Morphe G17 brush. I'm going to go back and take this shade right here just to blend out any harsh lines between the shimmer shadow and the transition shade. Going back with the Naked 3 brush, I'm going to use the thicker side of the brush, and just to kind of deepen that look up a little bit, I'm going to go with the, which one should I do? I'm going to go with this brown down here. And I'm going to just stick it in the outer corner of the eye, just to deepen that look up a little bit. Kind of wiggle it back and forth. And just for a little bit more color, I'm going to go ahead and take this yellow, mustardy yellow over here, and I'm going to take it up above the whole eyeshadow look just to kind of frame it and make everything stand out. And I'm just going to use the same brush, the Morphe G17, just kind of run it above, kind of framing everything together. Taking it up here, kind of highlights the whole look. Like I said, it kind of frames the whole eye. So that is it for the eyes. Next, I'm gonna just go ahead and do my my brows. My eyebrows are done, and like I said in other videos, my skin is combination. So I'm gonna do the One Heck of a Blot Perfecting Primer on my T-zone, and then I've been using the Too Faced Hangover RX on my dry patches. So I'm gonna do this first and apply it all over my dry areas. Then I'm going to take the One Heck of a Blot Primer. A little bit between my eyebrows because that area gets really oily really fast. For foundation, I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation. This is the normal to oily. This is in the shade Soft Tan number 228. I'm going to go ahead and use my palette. I'm going to put it there and then use a beauty blender to apply it all over my face. And all over. I like this foundation because I feel like it does give you a good amount of coverage, and it does what it says. It is for oily skin, so I feel like out of the foundations that I own, I feel like this one gives me the most control. And this is the reason why I do use the Hangover on my cheeks, because I feel like if I don't, it does look kind of dry here, but it works on my T-zone, so this foundation lasts me pretty good before getting oily. Next, I'm going to go ahead and take the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Concealer, and I'm going to do that under, and I'm going to use that under the eyes just to conceal a little bit and highlight that area. And I usually need concealer closer into my eye. I don't really need it all over. So this is when I apply it, at least I concentrate the most on the inner corners, and then I blend it all out. To set the under eye area, I'm going to go ahead and use the Wet n Wild contour palette. And I'm going to use the, this is the e.l.f. small tapered brush. Just kind of set everything in very lightly. And then on the other eye. And then to set the rest of the face, I'm going to go back and use the NYX powder. This is the No Filter powder. And I'm going to take the e.l.f. complexion brush. Kind of just set everything in place. Mainly on my T-zone. And a little bit on the cheeks. Next, I'm going to use the Too Faced chocolate powder. Wait, this is the next. The Too Faced Chocolate Soleil in medium deep matte bronzer. This one right here. And I'm going to go ahead and take the Morphe E4 brush and use that to contour. I don't like a heavy contour, so I just kind of keep it on the lighter side. And then a little bit on the forehead. You really can't tell too much with this bronzer, that's why I like it. But I think it's the right amount of color just to kind of give you that nice definition. Next, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Mellow Mauve blush. And I'm going to take the Sonia Kashuk blush brush. A little bit of this. All over the cheeks. Now going back into the eyes with the palette, I'm going to go ahead and take the, where is it? I'm going to take this shade right here. And I'm going to take a small pencil brush. This is the Morphe M431. And I'm going to use that to line or smoke out the lower lash line. And I'm going to take this one right here just to kind of deepen that a little bit more and blow it out just a bit more. Should I do next? Next, I'm going to take this makeup designery brush, Mud in other words, and this is the 210, and I'm going to dip my brush into the black shadow and slightly line my eyelid. And all I'm going to do is do the outer corner and leave the rest unlined. That's that. Next, I'm going to curl my lashes to prepare them for mascara. Now, I don't like using falsies, so I really take my time working my eyelashes to the fullest. So I'll curl them a little bit, usually twice before putting mascara, and then I'll put mascara, let that dry, and then curl them one more time. So today I'm going to use the Essence Lash Princess Mascara, and I'm going to just do one coat all over my lashes. I love this mascara. It makes my lashes really very voluminous, makes them stand out, and it keeps them up. So while we let that dry, I'm gonna go ahead and do some highlight on my eyes, on my top of the cheeks, and I'm gonna try one of the shimmer shades from the palette just to highlight. So we'll see how that works. So I'm gonna mix this shade right here and a little bit of the gold shade and see how that highlight works out. Oh, that's pretty. That is pretty. A little bit on the nose. Cupid's bow. It's pretty. I'm gonna take this shade right here and I'm gonna mix it with that one right there for the inner corner of the eye. And I'm gonna just pop it right in here just to brighten this area. But this is what mixing both of them does on my skin tone. Drag it down underneath a little bit. Kind of just opens up that area. Blend it out a little bit with my fingers. Yeah, still waiting for that to dry, so let's see. While I wait for them to dry, I'm going to use the Sexy Mother Pucker lip gloss all over my lips. I love the way this lip gloss smells. I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like it's kind of chocolatey. Yeah, I think it's chocolatey. I think it's chocolatey. Okay, so I'm curling my eyelashes now that the mascara has dried up a little bit. You guys have to make sure your lashes are all the way dry if you're going to curl them after putting mascara. Because if you don't wait until the mascara dries, what's going to happen is the mascara is going to stick to your eyelash curler and you might run the risk of pulling out a lash, and you don't want that. But if you can manage to wait till the mascara dries, it really does make a difference curling those eyelashes after mascara, because it really brings them out a little bit more. And like I said, I really am not a fan of wearing falsies unless I have to for like a wedding or a special event. So on a daily basis, I won't wear falsies. So this is what I do to get them really nice and big. So there you guys have it. This is my eyeshadow look. It's just like a golden cranberry daytime fall look. I really love it. I hope you guys liked it too. If you guys want to know more information about the products that I use, please leave a comment below asking me whatever you guys want to know. And if you guys like these type of videos, give me a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. I post every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays new videos. So please consider subscribing so you don't miss any future videos. And I think that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.